Damn, what the fuck was I saying? What was we at? What was we talking about?
That you was talking about. It wasn't more the bloggers, the fans.
Oh yeah, it's like a part of it was for the bloggers too, but more so was the fans online. Like, because me personally, I get tired of like a fan coming at me sideways and then say I respond, then automatically I'm emotional. So I be feeling like, well, aren't you emotional if I wasn't talking
right.
and you like, and that be getting under my skin sometimes because it be like we all this emotional and all this, that, and the third, but we be talking amongst each other and to the bloggers and the leagues and y'all chime in. Don't that make y'all emotional? Like, you know what I'm saying?
It goes hand in hand for sure.
And then when y'all hit us with the you trash, what the fuck you doing here? Like, how you expect someone to respond? Like,
Jackboy, all right, so when people say you're trash, and I'm talking about more media here, I know fans, they be going overboard. But, all right, so, like, when you talk about, like, if you ever talk about basketball players, football players, and call them trash and this and that, I'm sure you be doing that too. Right?
Yeah.
You know, you be doing it, so I understand you take it personal because it's aimed at you, but it's more or less like talking shit. You know, I don't know if people really, like, mean it like that, like, you're trash. I don't really think they think you're trash. They just, like, getting, you know, they get hyped up about something. They go to that word all the time. And do you see what I'm saying there? Or maybe I understand why you.
No, I get exactly what you're saying. I didn't even think of it like that. That was a good way to put it because I didn't even think of it like.
Yeah, because I get real. You know, you watch my blog, you said, and I only like blogging when I'm like mad about something or I'm happy or I'm excited about something. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when I be going off, I might do a little extra. You know, but it's just out of pure. What?
Little?
Yeah, little.
A little?
But you know, it's just talking shit. But Jay, so what's up? We Jackboy over here. We're talking about, you know, just wanted to talk about how the media perceives him, how we, you know, as a battle rapper and everything. What you think about it? I know you.
Well, you already know I think highly of him, so
yeah.
You know, that's a little different. The only, I mean, I think when it goes to all of us, because it's even for me, like recently. All right, so I'm trying to find the right way of saying this without it sounding stupid, but like I'm a street dude. I'm not accustomed to people talking to me a certain way, but what I did understand was, but thing, Jack, the moment that we decided, even me as a blogger, I don't get nowhere near the attention you do. What I had to really come to realization is most of these people don't mean that shit. Like, I already went through an experience, I told, you know, the rest of my guys, where I was at an RBE event, and it was a dude who said something slick, but the moment he seen me, he was hiding in the fucking corner, hoping I don't say nothing to him. But here's the thing, though. Like, once I seen him and I said something to him, I realized and I seen it in his eyes, he ain't what he's saying. So what happens is, for us, Jackboy, regardless of what our backgrounds are, the moment we started putting ourselves out there for the public to look at us, we had to start looking at it like, this is what come with it. Motherfuckers are gonna say all kind of reckless shit. Unfortunately, some of it we gotta take because there's a bigger picture, and they not what they say they are, man. They not. I will tell you, A1 from they are not what they say they are.
Like, my thing is, like, the reason it be getting to me is because, like, when you look at my Twitter and shit, like, down my news feed, it'll look like the world hate me. But when I go to these events, it's kind of like I'm almost being idolized. Like,
right?
Yeah.
Like, it's,
I saw you at the last RBE joint. I was gonna come up to you. I was telling DME, I had my camera and shit. I was gonna try to get you to fuck with DME for me, but
that was when we was gonna have the boxing match. Remember?
Yeah. So what happened was, I had been on that line for like an hour and some change. I was stupid hot, and I saw somebody came up to you, put a camera in your face. I was like, all right, I ain't gonna.
It was knowledge. Hip hop is real.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna go fuck with him. I already see, and I ain't standing out here till that interview over. So, but like, there was people who saw you when you was walking past the line who was happy that they saw you. You know, just like there was people who was sitting there criticizing. You know what I'm saying? That shit, unfortunately, it come with the territory. It's really on us how much we gonna feed into it, and it's not easy.
Like, yeah, and here's my thing: the people in line who was happy to see me, they come up to me. The people in line that was criticizing, they don't say a word to me. Like, and that be my thing. Like online, you'll say whatever, and then you'll see me, and you'll either be quiet because most of you trolls don't have your faces on your account, so we don't know it's you anyway.
Yep.
You stay quiet, or you just don't say nothing. Like you become an introvert, and it just be like, where was all the other shit before you was on this introvert shit? Like,
yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, it's internet shit, man. That's how it is. There's a trolls for everything, man. They're out there, and you know, I don't know, but okay, Jackboy. So,
but you know what though, the main thing though, and again, it's way more for you than it is for us. The main thing is you gotta understand too is that just as much as you a competitor and you set a bar for yourself, that's where we start expecting from you. So like, I see a Jakkboy battle maybe a little bit different than somebody else because somebody else is probably like, all right, I'm just gonna watch this battle. For me, it's I want you to keep the same level you've been showing me.
I'm happy you said that because I want that's something I've been wanting to speak on, but every time I get an interview, it slips my mind. Like, when it comes to battling, like I know when y'all see us do one thing and set the bar, but every battle we have to be different. Like even though a lot of the battles y'all feel like it's sort of the same shit because it's gun bars and stuff like that. Like, but every person we have to adapt to different. It's kind of like boxing, even though it's still fighting, technically throwing punches. Some niggas you can get with the left jab, right hook. Other motherfuckers you can't because they've been training for that from the beginning because they seen it from another nigga they come up. So they've learned how to dodge that 2 left jab, that 1-2, and then an up. Like they learned that. So you got to practice other shit, try new shit. So though everybody feel like that 2 left jabs and a right hook is my most powerful move, I can't use it right here.
Yeah. So
now I got to finesse this uppercut, which I know how to do, but I probably ain't the best at it. But that's what is open for him. You know what I'm saying?
You got to make the right adjustments.
Like, so it's like you might. That's why sometimes we hit that bar, we don't hit that bar, we go over that bar. Also, into that is the inspiration for each battle. Like, for some niggas, even with his low tier niggas or no name niggas, you got an inspiration because of some shit fans might not know about, not necessarily stop. Where some battles is stop. Like, all right, if they was to set up me and Kyle, I wouldn't want that battle for no other reason than a stock battle. Like, that's up in my stock. Like, I don't really feel like Kyle is like one of the most dangerous lyricists. You feel me?
All right, he's not a dangerous lyricist, but it is battle rap. He's battle. And I got Kyle in that battle.
I got this question for y'all. Yeah. What is in 2018? What is battle rap? Because what battle rap was established on, it's clearly no longer that.
Right. That's true. To me, battle rap is two MCs going at each other and who I don't judge by points or this and that. I just go by the man. I'm real with you because when I try to do the point stuff and this and that, I just feel like I just lose the love for this shit.
Points. That don't mean points. I don't mean even judge.
I'm saying like what battle rap to me is. It's like just a feeling like when after I watch a round, I know who won that round. It's hard to explain. I know that guy won that round.
It's a feeling you get. Yeah, it's a feel. That's why battle rap's opinionated because everybody gets a different feel from different shit. So it's a feel.
Well, it's 100 opinionated, yeah.
Like it's a different feel. But what I mean, all right, so what I mean by what is battle rap? Because battle rap has always been, you know what I'm saying, two people in front of each other going at it, who's the best. In a nutshell, that's always what it's been. But what I'm speaking on is more in depth of back when KRS wanted it was battle rapping, back when Mook and Lux was going at it, the Party Yardies, the Unconscious, the T-Rex. Yes, it was aggressive. Yes, it was gun bars. Yes, we had delivery and things like that, other packages that drew us to people. But the number one way to determine who won was the lyrical content. I think it became the actual URL and it got to the grind times and the URLs like after the DVD era. That's when it became more like jokes got way more accessible to do. You didn't have to say nothing if you was aggressive enough. Like things like that. So that's why I'm like going from battle rap to where no matter how aggressive you was, if you wasn't saying nothing, motherfucker, you lost. Yeah. To where now you don't have to say a damn thing and you could be aggressive and you can win.
There we go.
I feel what you saying. I still score it that way. Like now to the masses, right? It's more about the entertainment value of it, and I can understand that, but I'm me personally, I'm scoring shit off the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like we've seen guys go up there and be all fucking look. You know how pissed you can go and check my channel. You know how pissed off people get when I say Hitman lost?
To who?
Listen, to me, he lost to fucking K-Shine. And what was that last battle?
Stop it,
Whatever.
man.
I'm not debating that shit with you right now,
Stop.
DME. I'm not debating that shit. Moral of the story is, when I break down bars, people are still mad. It's like, oh, did you see how Hitman performed this and this? Do I know I have the unpopular opinion? Yeah, I understand that. But it's because them people want the entertainment value from it. I want
that part of it, though?
I want the bars.
I'm like him. I agree with bro. Like, I'm a lyrical dude. Like, all right, so like in the circles that I'm in of battle rap, most consider me a hater. Cause I think a lot of battles is trash. Probably some of your favorite battles, especially older battles, I be feeling like it's trash. I'm not a joke guy. I'm not a 1, 2, 3 ABC guy. Like, that shit turns me off. Like, unless it's 1, 2, 3 but creative, then okay. But if it's just like simple, I battle you from Detroit DMB, so I come up with a simple ass Calico Detroit bar. Like, that shit's trash. That's not creative. That's not original. Like, for me, I be looking at it like I'm on URL. I'm supposed to come up with shit that other motherfuckers that's not on URL can't come up with.
Right. Don't you think it's a mix though of lyrical content, you know, and then the performance, crowd control is a part of it. I take everything into factor. I mean, you guys just want it to be only about the lyrics? Like,
everything's no. You gotta remember who you're talking to, because what I'm saying is,
and you wanted them dudes who are entertaining.
I'm a heavy performing, entertaining guy. Yes. Yeah. So remember, that's why I said remember who you're talking to, because I'm a performing guy. So I'm not saying none of that matters. What I'm saying is, at one point we've always had entertainment in battle rap. Like, that's what draws us to it. Not just that it's about lyrics. We was entertained, whether it was by the lyrics, whatever. We fell in love with it because we was entertained by it. So you gotta have the entertainment factor. You gotta stick out. But when grading it, yes, there's a mix. But at one point with that mix, lyrical ability was 75% of that mix. Now lyrical ability is like 45%, 35%.
When do you think it was 75%? Like, when were we talking about? Because
I agree.
In the DVD era, or back before the DVD era, when it was KRS-One and all of them, like, yes, niggas was rapping mixtape verses and things like that, but it's whose verse was better lyrically as well with the extra. And the extra meaning all the intangibles, delivery, aggression, things like that, originality, all of that. So I just be looking at it like, I know it's not a lyrical game no more, because I look at it like all the niggas who we consider top 10s are some of the least popular niggas amongst popular niggas.
Yeah, and don't get booked as much.
Like, that shit's weird. Like, it's no issue for Caps to praise, and there's no shot at them, but it's just real when you hear it. It's no issue for Caps to praise all of the top 10s, and then turn around and tell you, yo, I feel like QP the #1 pin. So if this is really about battle rap like it was back in the day, QP would be the #1 nigga.
Yeah.
No, if we're going by pen, yeah. But then again, you got, like I said, all that other stuff matters.
That's why I'm saying, what is battle rap today? Like, that's something that I need to know. Like, I feel like that's something a lot of battle rappers need to know that they don't ask themselves or other people. Like, and I ask questions. I need to know shit. I pet peeves I don't like to know in any situation. So, like, I feel like, what is battle rap?
Vijuel, what you think about that? Vijuel is Jakkboy Maine. He just showed up. That's other dude.
I think it's an era of, like, it's a shift in a generation, really. The old school heads appreciated the lyrics because that was what the foundation was. Now we're in the Tekashi 69 era where it's all flashy and performance and, you know, just making a spectacle. I think antics are up. Antics are winning.
Antics are winning? Okay, but what do you think so for instance, we'll just stick to you. Let's talk about URL because, you know,
well,
like, what do you think they want? What do you think they're looking for as far as you getting? Like, do you feel like they're not looking at the pen when they go and book people? They're only looking for the people who are going to draw money for them. And
hold on a second, before you fully get into that, right? I just want to say, like, for me, it's the other way around. For me, and that's just for me, the bulk of the time when I'm judging a battle, I'm going off 75 to 80% bars. You know what I'm saying? I might score extra few points if somebody got a room shaker or something like that. But like performance, jokes, all that shit does play a part into the overall picture. But for me, it's 75%, 80% bars. That's what I'm judging off of. Now, I will say sometimes, and Jakkboy, maybe you could talk a little bit more about this because you're on the other side of the spectrum. But don't we sometimes have to judge based on the matchup? Like, you might get two guys up there who aren't so lyrical. You know what I'm saying? Who are known for their performances, so on and so forth. Like, so then what are we really going to base it off? You know what I'm saying?
Jay, you got a bad clicking sound going on in your shit.
That's me?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's you.
Go ahead. Yeah, y'all can talk.
So goddamn, I would say to that, I would have to agree. I feel like if you got two people who's not that lyrical, I still would feel like you need to go 75% off of the bars. I would feel more so like if we all know for a fact they not that lyrical, we gonna go like maybe 50%, 55, 60, something like that. But like the bars don't need to be thrown under. Like they still should be the leading score. Like, what are you talking about? Do you have, yes, we know it's gun bars, but do you still have substance amongst that? Like, that's me, how I always looked at battle rap. That's why, like, to me, I feel like I look at where most rank me and I be like, yo, it's crazy how motherfuckers can tell me I'm original, creative, and got this, that, and the third, but then, like, I'm down here. Like, what is battle rap?
To me, Jakkboy, the really reason you're down there right now is because I just feel like you ain't getting the right looks and hadn't had enough looks, man. Like, I mean, like, what are we really judging you off of as far as, you know, your recent career? Like, I know you get 3 battles.
That segues me to this.
Right.
The same question, but a different meaning. And when I say, what is battle rap? Because are you judging me off of what I individually do or what I individually do versus a certain person? Then that ranks, and fans can't get mad if we choose not to go so hard in certain battles. Because I know, like I said earlier, I battle none. I 3-0 none, even make him say he wants to retire. But that shit gets me nothing. In the world of battle rap, that shit gets me nothing. And I had a great performance, but the reason it gets me nothing is because of how people look at none. But if you take the same performance and put it against a Kyle, I'm gonna fucking rock the internet probably.
That's a fact, but I don't think it gave. See, that's the thing. I don't think the none battle didn't do nothing for you. It's a battle when I'm talking about you, I can say, well, he 3-0 none. All right. Without that battle, then I'm only talking about YK now. And
but what do you follow that he 3-0 none up with?
I don't do that. I don't do that. And I
don't think most people follow it up with.
Yes, absolutely.
He 3-0 none, but I mean,
none's trash. Blah blah blah. And I agree with you there. I'm on your side on that. And I argue with people who do that. Like, to me, a battle's a battle, and you like, that's another thing. Like, I was talking about the Geechee A-Ward battle. I know I got A-Ward winning, but I think Geechee was fire in that battle. But I think that Geechee didn't take it too serious. He started freestyling a lot at the end. So, but to me, it's like, I don't like when I'm watching it as a fan. I don't really want to deal with excuses or all these like things. Like, if I'm watching it 5 years from now, I don't want to have to remember Geechee didn't care about the battle he said or something. Like, I just got in the ring, he signed up for it, and I'm just gonna judge it for whatever it is. And I feel like a lot of people, it's always. Do you think that battlers? Here's my question: do you think that battlers sometimes will use that as a crutch or an excuse when they lose?
No, I don't. Here's my thing. I will be all the way honest with you. I've done it.
Yeah, and I ain't buy a battle because you said something like that. I didn't buy a pay-per-view because you said something like that.
I've done it. But here's the thing, though. It's because going into it, I already know how most are going to react. Like, that's the reason why. And it's like, it's kind of not an excuse. It's more so like a pain that we feel. Like, it's like I can go my fucking, like I had it with none. I could go my fucking hardest, but it's going to mean nothing. Because in your eyes, it's just none.
See, now for me, and we got video proof of this, I was excited for that battle. Because
you're always excited for a Jakkboy battle.
Yeah, well, I think you and I thought
the only reason I went hard for that battle was because in my mind I said, regardless of nothing, I just need a good showing to get people off my back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but as a competitor though, Jakkboy, I think I don't give a fuck if you going against homeboy from up the block. If you as a competitor, if you accept that battle, and I'm not saying just you, but I'm including you, then I expect you to go hard every time for A, because I'm only watching because you up there. And B, if I put my money up, just like you, if you go purchase something, you expect the best quality for what you bought. Now, for me personally, I was excited for that battle. I really do like None, and I really do like your battles. The moment I heard you say you didn't care about that, these two would tell you. I said I ain't buying that shit.
And they 3-0'd him.
Yeah, but hold on. But how am I supposed to believe that he was going to do that?
Exactly.
And I'm not talking about skill-wise.
And like,
I wanted to see you battle.
Here's my thing. And on my side of the spectrum, as well as you say, after I say that, how can you feel like I'm going to do it? In my mind, I'm sitting back at home as I'm writing my bars saying, shit, even if I do it, it's going to equal up the same thing as if I don't do it.
I mean, see, the problem here is you're talking to people who agree with you on this one, right? Because we always have this discussion about it, even during the shows, about, you know, people who do judge battles like that and say, you know, Jakkboy, like the none battle don't count. You know, we always, you know, I'm right with you on that. That's so it's like,
yeah. Right now, it's about like I'm going. Like my thing is like right now, I'm going around the different media places, and I just kind of want to see what everybody's head is about what is battle rap like to them. Because I feel like then as an artist, that's going to give me, and as well as we doing this on camera, because other motherfuckers be too shy to be vulnerable and step out there and ask questions, it's going to give other people an opportunity to actually see what we up against. Like,
right.
But the thing that's going on, a lot of this shit is happening because a lot of us don't know what we up against. We be feeling like we got to go in here, rap hard, and win. And then sometimes when we win, we don't move up. And we watch motherfuckers who lose move up. So it's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, what exactly is battle rap? If it's not exactly winning, what is battle rap? Like, what is it? Because, like, personally, I got one loss on my record. And motherfuckers made it look like I never won a battle ever. Like, I got one clear loss. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what is battle rap? What makes you pop? And I feel like a lot of people don't know what it is. And they just go with whatever they first heard from whoever introduced them to battle rap. Like, say the person who introduced them, not a big lyrics guy. It's all about performance for them. So now this person feel like that's battle rap. So that's how they judge it. I just feel like this conversation, this topic opens up a lot for fans, battlers, everybody. Like what is this shit you doing?
Well, I personally think that the main reason why people like us started rocking with your whole crew is based on you guys' lyrical ability. You guys were something, a breath of fresh air that wasn't out there. You guys were original. You know what I'm saying? The fact that y'all can, I thought, with exception, like, you guys don't joke around much except for glue. But you guys, to me, have all the other parts. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that's left is, you know, which comes along with the game, the rebuttals, shit like that. But that's extra. You know what I'm saying? You guys already came in that way. I think sometimes you guys go, and I'm not talking about just y'all, but in general, sometimes you guys can overthink shit. You know what I'm saying?
That clicking's back.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, Demi, that ain't me. I
even lights up when I hear.
Oh, because he muted his mic. That's why.
Did he?
Yeah, I have muted it.
Oh yeah.
I can still hear it on my ears. It's my fault.
Yeah, it's all good though. We can still hear you. But like
I said, don't kill me in the comments. I know they're gonna smoke.
Yeah, but we want y'all to. One of the reasons why people gravitated to y'all is because the lyrical ability mixed with the performance. Everything else comes extra. So me personally, I wouldn't want you or anybody in your crew to overthink shit and feel like you got to change it that much. Now, what I will say is, how often, and you know, maybe you can or cannot answer this, but how often have you taken battles that you didn't really want because you were promised something else on the back end?
They trying to dig in deep. Look at you, man.
Shut up.
Hey, look, I can't disclose that kind of shit, but hey, you on the show.
I get it. I get it. But
you right. That's all I'm gonna say. You right though. Though. I can't get into detail, but you right. I ain't gonna say.
So it's like, yo, you know what? In all reality, you know, me personally, and I know the other two guys feel the same way as I do. It's like, we don't want you to be that much different every time. I understand you do got to make adjustments for certain opponents. We don't want you to be that different. We want you to care. Because I just feel like if Jakkboy, I'm just using you because we talking to you.
Right.
If Jakkboy every time out the gate shows me he gives a fuck, I personally don't care who his opponent is. In terms of, I'm not taking it away from you who your opponent is. That's why I think we all have the respect we have for Danny Myers. Because it don't matter who the fuck his opponent is, Danny's in there 100% every time.
Yeah, but here's my thing, like, I'm not even going front, I'm going to keep it a bean. If we was in the world where lyricism and going hard and being consistent better, a nigga like Danny Myers would be motherfucking up. But we not. That's another. I had a phone call coming in. Goddamn, but that's another reason why I asked, what is battle rap? Because we can see it and talk about it, but as fans in the culture, we'll make no change.
I think it's different for like fan to fan. You know, I think everybody has their own interpretation of battle rap. Is he gone?
No, I ain't gone. I had
No, I got you.
He was calling me. I had to let him know I hit him in the look.
That's what's up. Yeah, I feel like everybody got their own interpretation of it. It's hard to, you know, quantify what it is, but that's why I was asking you a minute ago. How like you're saying, what is it so you can move up in what? Okay, so you want to move up and get better battles and be more like. See, I liked you guys when you guys came in and you guys played that hill role, the bad guy role, and then I felt like I remember you saying something like, well, you played the bad guy role, then everybody started, you know, hating you. But isn't that the point of it? Shouldn't you have embraced it? Like, you know.
All right, so here's the thing. So I get now how it's the bad guy role and all that. What we did really was like, we was just trying to shake the culture up. It won't necessarily become bad guys. Like, that wasn't the thought.
Okay.
It's like, we looking at how it was. We look like, especially me, because I'm the one that really listens to all of y'all and shit. Like, the rest of them niggas, they don't be on this shit. But I listen to this shit, listen to the media. So, like, I'm listening and I hear motherfuckers complaining about nobody talking shit, nobody getting the game up. And, like, I'm looking at us and I'm looking at the timing and how all this shit working out. Like, and I remember telling Ryder, like, bro, they asking for niggas to talk shit. Me and Drugs is definitely some talk shit niggas.
Yeah.
They jive fucking with us. We jive finna take this shit over. Like, this what we do. And then soon as a nigga goddamn stuck his head out there, like, yeah, what's up? I'm here for all the smoke, all the everything. Yo, who was this nigga? Wow, we got them this, that, and it's like, damn, hold on. That's this what y'all motherfucking wanted. Like, y'all wanted the entertainment again. Like, y'all felt like y'all weren't getting it. Now y'all mad at it? Like, so should I not do it? Like, it's to play your mind. Like, if I'm being excited before I rap, should I do it?
It's not the masses though, Jack. The bulk of your fan base, that's what I said, like, the bulk of your fan base is gonna expect certain shit from you. And that's who you really gotta stick with. You can't, it's all of us. Like, even DME. Like, DME got a more of a fan base than the rest of us too. But most his fan base wants to see him energetic and passionate. They don't like DME when he's not like that. You know what I'm saying? So when we looking at you, it's like, yo, Jack, we like you for these reasons. The other people who watch here and there, you can't pay attention to that shit. You gotta go with where your bulk of your fan base like. They like when you talk a little shit. They like when you on stage with the bars and being energetic. That's what they like. That's what we like when I see a Jakkboy Maine announcement. That's what I'm looking for.
But why isn't he moving up in URL? Like, Vijuel, what do you think?
Honestly, only they could answer that.
Well, that's only
they could answer that because personally,
and it ain't just him. It's a lot of them.
No, I agree. But what I'm saying is, personally, you guys already know. Like, if it was me, I would want to see him on way more cards. I do think he's better than a lot of these dudes. I think he'll beat a lot of these dudes. But at the same time, I think the way they're looking at it is, we seeing the same guys on the same card. Let's keep it 100. Jack, no disrespect to you, but I feel like at this point, you would deserve to be on there more than Twerk would deserve to be on there. That's just how I feel personally. If we're going off the quality and shit like that we get, which is how I'm going off it, then you will be on there for the rest of them. Before Twerk. Clearly the choke and stuff and all of that, but to them it's more about a popularity thing. If they think he's more popular, we keep seeing like the same 12 guys on every fucking card, same 15 guys on every single card. So clearly for URL right now is a popularity contest. But then you have other leagues, and I don't know what your situation is, but you got other leagues like a King of the Dot and RBE where that's not what it is. Especially RBE. Like when I saw you outside of RBE, I was hoping that you would have fucking surprise battle. I was hoping. I'm keeping it 100. I'm sitting there hype, like, because I already knew what the surprise battle was, but I'm like, yo, did they lie to me? Like, I ain't never seen you at no RBE event, so it was like, oh shit, like, oh, it's about to go down, because I think places like that might be a better home for you because the crowd give a fuck more about the lyricism, give a fuck about that more. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like. In terms of URL, I just think it's a popularity contest, man. That's just my feeling on it.
You're always going to be fighting with the big fish, with the biggest fish in the circuit when you're dealing with URL. And I would expect Jakkboy for you to be turning up anytime the URL stamp is behind it, because it's a lot of money and promotion set behind the card that you're on. I think you should turn up every time, man. It pays off slowly but surely. You don't see any change, but I think the change is every day happening collectively.
I agree with that. That's why I think, y'all, like every battle matters because it's out there. It's in the public. It ain't going nowhere. I'm going to be able to watch it years from now, and then.
That shit going to outlive you, Jack.
And then
that mattered.
And when you watch it in the
all
future.
This shit is going to outlive you. Every battle you on, that footage will outlive you. And whether somebody watch it or not is something different. But even us right now, us doing this conversation, this interview, this shit going to outlast all of us.
And the way I look at it, that battle could be the first battle someone sees of you. So that first impression, he could be a new fan, and then he runs into his Jakkboy battle that he didn't care about or got beat up. And I'm not saying that's what you do. I don't feel like that's that. But I'm saying a lot of these battlers, they run with that. They run with that excuse. I didn't care. I hear that all the time, and it's like, how am I supposed to judge that? Like, what am I supposed to do with that?
That's why I said, like, when it comes to the I don't care, I'm not gonna front. I'd have done it before.
Right.
Now I had done it 2 or 3 times. Like, and it's for the simple fact, like, it's because you build that I don't care because you already know that the fans aren't going to care. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that become one of the battles where you know what I'm saying, you get told something, you know what I'm saying? Give us whatever the case, shit like that.
And it's hard for me to disagree with him. Oh, my bad. But because I see that a lot. And that's where I'll always be arguing with them people. You know what I'm saying? Like when he's saying that, like we just talked about, he beat none, who cares? You see that a lot. And then it's like,
yeah,
I don't know what you're supposed to do about it, but.
I know you're going to see that a lot. But again, those people don't outweigh your fans. Those people
I asked you that the other day, Jay, and you said that they were the majority. Remember?
Who?
You. Yeah, let's get back into that conversation. Let's get to that conversation.
Are those troll fans the majority or the minority? That's what we're talking about before you came on. But I remember asking you that, and you said they were the majority.
Yeah, because this is what I'm saying. Everybody, of course, the troll fans are the majority, but they don't troll one person all the time. You got people who are Jakkboy fans who would troll drugs. You got people who are drugs fans who will troll fucking
you got that.
T-top. You know what I'm saying? So yes, the trolls are gonna make up the bulk of it, but it's not just that one person. So what I'm saying is you gotta rock for the people who, if there's 12 people in the room and 8 of them rock with you, care about the 8. Don't give a fuck about the other 4.
Look, this how I look at it though. I look at it like the trolls, and not even just the trolls. Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, whatever the fuck social media they watching from, I feel like they're the minority. Yeah. Like, in those communities, to us, because we so deep in it, it feel like it's so big. And don't get me wrong, it is, in a sense, big. But it's not as big as, like, the actual rap scene, like, in the industry scene. Like, it's not that big. So, it's like, it's not that big yet, but it's still big. But that's still, like, the minority. Because we got the casual fans who are on social media, but probably not all of the groups. They know about the J Blacks, but they see it every now and again. Like, when it come across they shit, they not really following him per se, even though he got a lot of fault. Like, you have those people. Like, so I look at those as the majority. But I look like when we go to see what's hot and what's not, we only really get the minority to speak up, so it kind of makes them the majority.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's
because the real majority isn't when we putting up the polls and the shit like that. The real majority, the biggest part of battle rap, they aren't really the people that help contribute to the million views. They aren't really every day in this shit. But the ones like us who every day in this shit are really the minority. But when you putting out the polls and trying to gauge shit, you got to go to them because they the ones who basically live and breathe and speak up about this shit to get your answers. So the minority becomes the majority.
Yeah.
So Mook was right about the polls?
You're like, I do that.
Was Mook right about the polls?
No.
Did you hear what he said, Jack?
He was right. He was right and wrong. He was right and wrong as far as like the polls. The polls is like I said, like it's the minority speaking. I don't agree with the age shit as far as kids. Like I don't agree with that because I click on the polls. I'm 20 fucking 8. God damn it.
No, but
I ain't no fucking kid.
Mook said street dudes don't vote on polls. And I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, get the like all that shit I don't agree with. But I do agree with the fact like the polls aren't the majority. But he gotta remember in battle rap, the majority don't really speak up. Like you can't really gauge the majority as a whole, but the minority are the ones that speak the fuck up. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's how it is in any internet like type of community. Like it's gonna be the minorities because most people they're not into it like that. You know what I mean?
Yo,
like,
but not only that, dude.
Let me put it to you like this. I'm gonna put it to you like this real quick. Like the best way people can understand it. As a community, we get looked at like a lot of us are just irrational and so. But the irrational people are really the minority. But the irrational people are the ones that get on the news and things like that. The lawyers, the doctors, they not really spoke about. So the minority becomes the perception as if it's the majority. Like in the world is what I'm speaking about. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're 100% right. But here's the two things you got to keep in mind, though. Them motherfuckers right there, most of them, don't go to events or buy pay-per-views. That first thing they're looking for is bootlegs. So that's even reason why, that's one reason why you shouldn't pay attention to them. The other reason why is how you already said, you and I both said, will be them same motherfuckers when you see them around, they quiet as church mouse. That's not what they want to do. They finally get an opportunity.
Here's the only thing with that logic, though. Those same people, though, they bootleg and they don't pay for it. We can't pinpoint who do it, who don't necessarily when we on social media, and they're still a part of social media, becoming that minority that ends up the majority. So you still stuck.
You're right. But I just feel like you have every right to look at it that way because you haven't said anything wrong yet. I personally, and I know the guys agree with me with this. We don't want to see that affect what you do, though. You know what I'm saying? Because once you start letting that shit be the main thing you keep thinking about, then again, you overthinking it and you're not going to be who it is we want to see.
All right, that was phases. With that, I agree because I went through that. That was, after YK, that phase was the Jerry West battle. That I was fighting through the thought of like, motherfuckers trying to play me. I don't really go my hardest, but I'm still going, you know what I'm saying, basically do what I need to do to try and win. But you know what I'm saying, I ain't trying to go as crazy, and I had to fight through that. And though my next battle was done, I wasn't inspired as much. Like, I just knew I had to fight through it. And, like, I feel like that's where the individual of the battle rapper come in, being able to persevere through whatever bullshit you may face. Like, but I agree with you. That is something that battle rappers have to go through. And a lot of us fall for that trap. Like, and it's literally a trap. Because, like, especially for me, like I said, on my timeline, when you see me talk to battlers and shit like that, if you ever look at the replies from fans, everybody could kill me, dog. I ain't shit. Like, but when I walk in a building, I'm almost like, to certain people, they run up to me like I'm a fucking god. Like, it'd be weird. It'd be offset. Like, it's two totally different worlds for me online. And then when I'm at events, like, so that's where you get me in a lot of the interviews saying shit like, yeah, I just want somebody to come to my face and tell me I'm trash. Like, because you don't do it. Like, they don't do it.
Do you feel like that?
I don't know. I'm just that kind of nigga. I'm that kind of nigga where I start calling shit out because it's like, it irritates me. Like, in my real life, it irritates me. I ain't going front. I'm a human. I'm an emotional being. Like, it irritates me, son. So it's like, motherfucker, somebody just do it. Like, just give me the opportunity. Just do it. Because, like, I see it so much. Like, and I know I don't need the energy, But like, it's just I see it so much, dog, and it's just like, but it's not like that in person. And when it comes to other things in battle rap, I get gauged a lot off of that minority perception. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like you get that more than other battlers? Because you hear how people talk about Cortez and Disaster. They be killing them too, you know. And then it's like, they ain't nobody say nothing to their face. So it's like, and I see more hate towards some other battlers than I would say towards you guys. Like, do you think it's something more exclusive to you, or just overall that's just how it is for all you guys?
No, I feel like all of us get that. I think just some of us get it
more,
and more quantity than others. But all of us get it. You gotta understand, like, even the most loved, and when everybody was loving Twerk, he still had that pool of people that hated him. Basically, all that happened right now was it was just a shift in the paradigm, and he just got to shift it back again. Like, that's it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, but everybody has that. Like, everybody has it. When Charlie Clips was on top of the world, I'm pretty sure he still had people where he would speak out on social media or whatever, or in the comments and interviews that'd be like, "Yo, I don't know why y'all love him so much." Like, still always that one motherfucker.
No, of course. So, but let me ask you in a different way though, Jack. What was the time at an event or otherwise that somebody said some shit to you that motivated you?
Did you ever get motivated by any of this?
All the time. All right, so look.
We can't
man, I'm bad. I can't.
It's dark as shit.
Hold on, let me cut my light on.
Okay.
So look, this one time I was down in Oklahoma, and there was somebody who man, I can't think of his name right now. I was so bad. Matter of fact, I think his name is K Swags on IG. But like, he got a disorder that, you know what I'm saying, mess with him and whatnot. And he couldn't even, basically, his disorder kept him from being able to actually stay at the event. But just because I was in his city, he came to the event just to see me, take a picture with me, and have me meet his family. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
that moved me. So like, that was wild. Like, that moved me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. And that was right in the midst of, that was right before we did the 202 versus Money Bags and them.
I mean, the 4-on-2. Come on.
That's what you got to think about though, Jack. When people be on that dumb shit, you gotta. That's what I say about remembering your fan base. Because if your name on the card and people pay to come see you, that's what we want to see. Now, when you got a bunch of assholes online, you got to try to ignore them because think of that moment you just spoke of. You know how crazy that story just is, man? Like, that's a powerful story, let alone the fact that you obliged the person who came to come see you. So that's, to me, I just, for your future, whenever you see a bunch of, it seems like the majority is dumbasses, you got to think of moments like that because that's what really matters.
No, that's a fact. And I ain't gonna lie. Like, just being a human, you know what I'm saying? When you see a lot of the negative shit, you tend to lose sight of things like that. Like, because to be honest, that's something that happened to me, and through all of the negative I see, I can honestly say I pushed that shit to the back of my mind until y'all asked me that question. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that's real. Like, you can lose sight of that. So you just gotta remember, you know what I'm saying, moments like that.
Yeah, when I first started blogging, I was everything was pissing me off, and I was responding to everybody. I was getting mad, and then I realized I'm like, you know, like, just relax. Like these people are trolling. They're doing it. Like I got suspended off Twitter the other last week because some guy was trolling me, and he was trying to get me to say something so he can report me. So finally, I was like, "Go kill yourself." He reported me and got me suspended. But he was just trying to. He just kept at it until I said something. And I should just.
Salute Justin.
Man, fuck him.
Probably Jay trolling you.